Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and here we are into week number 5 of the virtual 2007 season, and we are starting off with a matchup between the Cardinals and the Rams. Although I think the Rams are going to easily win this because Cardinals, I don't think they've been able to get it right at all this season. Doesn't help that before the season, in the preseason, they lost to Adrian Wilson, their best player for the year. Plus, they just lost their offensive tackle a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, sure, the Rams defense is an 86, but when you don't have a good left tackle blocking your quarterback's blind side, well, your quarterback might be taking a few extra hits than he should be. Plus, that 92 rated offense against an 84 defense, I'd be shocked if I don't see like 30-40 points from the Rams here. Next, it's Falcons and Titans. Since I control the Titans, gonna win this one. Panthers and Saints. The Saints just had, before their bye week, one of their worst performances going against the Titans. And Carolina, they're an offensively good team, and defensively they're doing pretty good too. And the thing is, Drew Brees has yet to throw a touchdown this season. And I think that the defense for Carolina is going to step up just enough to be able to contain Drew Brees from trying to make a crazy comeback. And the Panthers will continue to go on this undefeated streak. The Browns and the Patriots. I'm going to go Patriots because Patriots just seem to go on a revenge tour after losing to the Jets week 1. It's like, we lost to the Jets, we're trying not to lose another game at all. And the Browns just happen to be the poor victim here, you know? I mean, nothing against the Browns. They're also in a very tough division. I just think that, given the right set of circumstances, Cleveland might make the playoffs. But New England's trying to run roughshod through the AFC East. Lions and Redskins, both teams coming off of wins. And Washington also coming off of a bye week. So I think Washington's going to win because they're a bit more rested than Detroit. Plus, the 4th-ranked defense, that can really come in handy with them going against an offense that's average in the league. Especially when Washington's offense is one of the worst in the league, 29th out of 32 teams. Yeah. Hopefully they can improve on that this week. Excuse me on that. The Chiefs and the Jaguars. Jaguars just coming off a bye week themselves. And the Chiefs are just coming off their first loss to the Chargers. So I think the Chiefs might just use this as a bounce back game. Especially with the Jaguars not having anything good for them. The Jaguars just haven't been able to get out of gear this season. And they might just be tanking, you know, for all I know. So, yeah, I think Chiefs are going to run away with this in Arrowhead. Dolphins and Texans. Dolphins really need a win. Especially with them losing Ronnie Brown for the year. They need a win to bounce back and stay in the playoff talks. That's what they need. They need a win to be in the playoff talks. Houston just got their first win last week, trying to build off that momentum, but I think Miami's going to find a way to pull off the win. Battle of New York between the Jets and the Giants. And with this, I think the Giants will probably win because their offense is just slightly better ranking-wise than the Jets' defense. Even though the Jets' offense and Giants' defense are about the same ranking-wise, 14th total offense to 13th total defense, I'm giving the slight edge to the Giants here. Maybe the Giants will use this one to help them compete in the NFC East before the Eagles fully run away with it. Now, this is the game of the week between the Seahawks and the Steelers. A Super Bowl 40 rematch in Heinz Field, where hopefully the game will be a lot better officiated this time around, because as in real life, Super Bowl 40 Seahawks were just getting screwed with penalties being called against them to lead to a 21-10 victory for Pittsburgh, just for Jerome Bettis to ride off into the sunset in his home city. And I mean, as much as I want to try to say that Pittsburgh's defense will stop Seattle, I think Seattle might actually win this because they've got a great offense. Top 10 in the league. Still have one of the best running backs in Sean Alexander. And yeah. I mean, sure, top 5 defense in the league, but Seattle's coming through on their own too. And this is like an unexpected tank bowl between the Buccaneers and the Colts. The Buccaneers, I feel like Tampa Bay, a lot of times they go either way with this, but the Colts being 1-3 is a little shocking. I do think Indy picks up their second win, mainly because Peyton Manning can probably carve that defense. I mean, Tampa Bay's defense is still good. It's just a fair amount of their players are aging. And Father Time's undefeated. Ravens at 49ers. You got a Ravens team who's been dominating since their loss to Cincinnati, against the San Francisco team who decides to win one week, lose the next. Win one week, lose the next. If the pattern consists, then they should win this week, but Baltimore's defense is starting to come alive again. That offense is really coming alive, and I think at the end of the day, Ravens will win this one. Chargers and Broncos. Chargers, who just got their first one of the season, trying to regain ground in the AFC West. Meanwhile, the Broncos trying to stay on top of the West. And honestly, that defense for Denver, I think it's going to hold strong. It's going to hold true, and they'll end up winning this and going 5-0, which will be very interesting, because we'll use the Titans. Yeah, because Week 11, Monday Night Football against the Titans. If both teams can remain undefeated, and that's going to be a huge talking point, because that game can determine number 1 seeding, and whoever would win that game, the playoffs will have to run through them, whether it be Nashville or Denver. And here, for Sunday Night Football, we have the Chicago Bears against the Green Bay Packers. Both teams 2-2, and Brett Favre has been playing like a man possessed. Like, he heard his job was being threatened, and he's like, I ain't letting that young upstart take my job. So, the question is, though, can Brett Favre keep that going another week? And honestly, even though the Bears' defense is very good, Brett Favre will give it a good fight, but I think Chicago eventually pulls off the win. I mean, that 90 overall defense, plus with it being ranked 9th in total defense, and tied for 7th with a positive 3 turnover differential, facing against a quarterback that just chucks it down the field. Yeah, I think Chicago's going to win this one. And Monday Night Football, probably the worst record Monday Night Football for this time of the year, where you have the Cowboys, who have lost 3 in a row since beating the Giants week 1. Meanwhile, you have Buffalo, who have yet to get a single win. But I say Dallas is just going to steamroll Buffalo, all because I think Buffalo's trying to get the number 1 overall pick. I don't know what their plans will be to fix the offense. Maybe offensive line, maybe a running back. Plus Buffalo's gonna have to use their backup quarterback as well right now, so it's gonna be a challenge these next few weeks for Buffalo. But end of the day, Cowboys fans will win, and in this universe, those Cowboys fans will make their workplaces very annoyed come Tuesday morning. And that will be all for the week number 5 preview, and I will see you all next time.